of promise, carving the inheritance. The long decades of wandering had left their mark on the soles of their feet and the depths of their souls. In the heart of the land, at Shiloh, the sacred tent stood, a beacon of hope in a landscape still mostly unclaimed. Joshua, whose hair had turned the color of the salt of the Dead Sea, but whose eyes retained the fire of a young warrior, looked upon the tribes that had yet to receive their portion. Beside him stood Eleazar the priest, his ceremonial robes shimmering with the weight of divine order. "How long will you wait?" Joshua's voice rumbled like distant thunder over the plains. "The land is before you, yet you hesitate at the threshold of your rest." From the assembly, a leader named Zabdi stepped forward, his face etched with the rugged lines of the desert years. Joshua reached out, placing a firm, weathered hand on Zabdi's shoulder as a gesture of commission. He handed the man a blank, heavy scroll made of fine animal skin. "Go, walk the length and breadth of what remains," Joshua commanded with a solemn gaze. "Describe it in 7 parts, the springs, the valleys, the fortified heights, and bring the vision back to me here at Shiloh." Zabdi took the scroll with a respectful bow, feeling the immense weight of turning a divine promise into a physical home. Zabdi journeyed into the unknown frontiers, accompanied by Selah, a scribe with a keen eye for the rhythm of the earth. Together, they climbed the limestone ridges and descended into hidden glens where wild olives grew. While Zabdi stood on high vantage points, pointing toward the distant peaks of the north and the rolling hills of the west, Selah sat upon sun-warmed rocks. With a steady hand, Selah carefully etched the boundaries and landmarks upon the parchment. Every mountain peak and every stream they recorded felt like a thread being woven into a great tapestry of destiny for the generations to come. When the surveyors finally returned to Shiloh, the air was thick with anticipation. Before the entrance of the sacred tent, Joshua and Eleazar prepared the sacred lots. It was a sacred moment where human effort met divine will. Joshua reached into a clay vessel, his fingers brushing against the smooth stones that would dictate the future of a nation. As Eleazar looked on with a silent, prayerful intensity, Joshua drew the first lot. One by one, the territories of Simeon, Zebulun, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Dan were announced, their names ringing out like a song of victory across the camp. As the map was finalized and the last boundary drawn, a hush fell over the assembly. The tribes turned to their leader, the man who had weathered every storm from the brick kilns of Egypt to the crossing of the Jordan. Zabdi stepped forward once more, representing the gratitude of the whole nation. On behalf of all the people, he presented Joshua with the city Joshua had requested, Timnath-Serah in the hill country. Joshua looked at the small portion assigned to him and smiled, a deep peace settling over his features. The sun began to set behind the hills, casting long, golden shadows over a land that was finally, irrevocably, home.